Hi, my name is Daniel Blair. This is my song Pretty Paper. I hope you guys like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. She bought her own vacation. Was it money well spent? Into that old location. Was there any altercation in that? A Grammy nomination and glitter falling off of the scents. The constant imitations in the summers that I'm spending in bed. Bringing these orchestrations in the instruments from bullets and lead. Carefully illustrated so that none of it can make any sense. Get hit with limitations. Getting ready and I leave without pants. Morning coffee and the paper so that I can fit right in with the rants. And it seems it's on my mind more than I find. It can't be sure. Looking up at pretty paper, could you ever want more? And I get just what I like now that I find I'm reassured. Giving all my city paper, pretty paper. Could you ever want more? You said you thought I hate you. Well, I don't, it's just I think that you're plain. Or am I just too lucid to be traveling through time and through space? Oh, I've been through Pennsylvania, but I always end up thinking it's Maine. Or was it Massachusetts? Jersey City's living up to its name. And now I'm getting anxious, and my chest is in a whole lot of pain. I'd say that I just hate this, but it only gives me something to blame. And it seems I'm out of time or out of line, but I can leave looking up at pretty paper. Could you ever believe? And I get just what I like, and I can find it all for sure. Giving all my city paper, pretty paper. Could you ever want more? Thank you. Right, and this second song, thank you guys so much. This second song is the title track of my newest album that just came out called I Don't Like to Think a Lot About These Kinds of Things. I hope you guys like it. Thanks. When you're working bits late and you won't return my calls, should I sit up and wait or not worry at all? But it's late and dark and you're walking. Why is that so much for me? And don't start thinking I'm stalking. It's just who the hell is he? It's these kind of thoughts that I just want out. Yeah, these are the things that I don't like to think about. You at a Friday night party while I'm at home in bed. Us not lasting forever, 'cause there's something dumb I said. Or maybe a citywide terror that scares us half to death. These are the things that leave me in such doubt. These are the things that I don't like to think about. If I can't sleep right, just know it's not from you. Hard days and long nights, I'm barely getting through. The past, the present, the future, it's all got me in a knot. And it just keep asking, are you sure that's the one thing that I'm not? It's these kind of thoughts making me scream and shout. Yeah, these are the things that I don't like to think about. You at a Friday night party while I'm at home in bed, and us not lasting forever.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful, what is it, Wednesday? Wednesday afternoon. I got more singers texting me. We got a house full of singers today. I got to tell you, Daniel, not for nothing, but when you get a Grammy and when you get a Grammy, what? Somebody ring a bell. Ring
Your
it.
bell.
Oh, I didn't? I'm just caught
You're
up.
slacking.
I'm just caught up. Listen, when you win a Grammy, I just want you to hold up a cup and say, Freddie, look, I'm here. Because I got to tell you something. You are a powerful individual, and your music is only going to go in one direction. And I got to tell you, Dad, I don't know what you're playing over there. I've never seen anything like that.
Because we're listening. It sounds like...
That's amazing, that little thing down there.
Cajon.
A cajon? That's
No.
Spanish for something
I know what
else.
that is.
It's spelled I already messed it up. Oh, thanks. It's spelled C-A-J-O-N.
That's an instrument?
And there's an accent over one of those letters.
That's
I'm
an
not sure which.
instrument, a real
Yes,
instrument?
it's a letter. Yeah.
I'm a
It's got
tech.
cojones.
She said
Just
that.
saying.
Right
We
to
spared you the full-size drum set, so we brought this instead.
I got to tell you, this is amazing.
Thank you.
I got visions of going to the movies of Del Rey and putting a concert up there in the bigger theater. I'm looking at one.
I'm
I
thinking
got
of
two.
Meisner
I
Park.
got
What
three.
are you thinking?
We could do Meisner. We're going to be there soon anyway.
Why not just go bigger?
Why not? And just seeing how he'll react to maybe 12,000 people and just put it out there. I got to tell you, you got some sound. Is this your music?
Yeah. Both of those songs were. Also, thank you so much for everything you said. That was very kind. I really appreciate that. Both of those songs were off of my latest project that came out February 16th. Just played the title track. It's kind of a long name called "I Don't Like to Think a Lot About These Kinds of Things." The first song we played was called "Pretty Paper." They're both from the album, and I'm so glad you guys like them.
Oh my gosh, I love them all. How many pieces are on the soundtrack?
So it's 13 songs on the album. It's a 47-minute album. The most personal I've ever gotten easily. It's really interesting to be able to have a lot of time to put as many thoughts as you possibly can into a project like this, and being able to put in the time and thoughts that I did really made me create, I think, my favorite project I've ever made to this day.
What about it is your favorite?
I think how personal it is, really. I think because everything is so personal and so specific, I was worried that would, go too far in one direction and almost not have anyone relate because of how personal and specific everything is. But it really took the opposite end of the spectrum on that, whereas everyone related a lot more because of how personal it was, and people were able to associate their own stories with these songs that I've gone through years and years of everything you could imagine to bring them to life. So just to really see everyone relating to it, that's easily the best part.
It's a good song, and I see you got your family with you, mom and dad, and you got your manager in the house.
I love the years and years, but yet he's so young.
Imagine what's going to happen. Spiritually, he's not young. He's an old spirit.
You're right.
Coming to life.
You're correct.
You know, there's a singer that we all know called Lionel Richie who made a living on exactly what you're describing. So you just got to keep going in the deep end and keep doing your thing. I got to tell you, your sound is a little bit different than I've heard come through here or elsewhere. I'm just telling you, when you hit that red carpet, just hold up a glass, hold up that, because I got to tell you, you're going places, and Dad knows it. You know, because Dad's been in the music business for a real long time. But he knows it. He knows talent, and you got it. And that's what it comes down to. And you're contagious, because today we have all sorts of singers here today from Queens, and where's my Long Islander? Where do you go? He's back in the parking lot?
This gentleman walks in the middle of everything and setting up Reginald, and he says to me, he says, you do music here? I said, are you a friend of Daniel's? No. Are you a friend of Mom or Dad's? No. I got the whole thing. Are you here with Dawn or Michelle? No. Do you know anyone in the studio? No.
No.
How did you find us? He said, I was sitting in my car, and I saw guitars and music walking in, and I felt like I had to come inside. The fact that people find our parking lot as a random parking lot, if you knew where we were located, this is not an easily findable place.
Sure
it is not in a strip mall.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
He was brought here, and he has got a following. He's Haitian. He's got a 7 or 8 piece band.
And he sings Spanish music.
But he doesn't speak Spanish.
But he doesn't speak
speaks
Spanish.
French.
And he speaks French. It's just a confusing state of mind.
Sally, it's because your new paintings.
You know, you're doing it. You're doing it again.
You did it again.
He says he's definitely coming back.
You brought in this artwork, and it totally changed my perspective.
Yes, thank
Freddie
you.
doesn't see it. It's because he's behind it, but when I get to look at the paintings, it changes my perspective and my energy.
They're in the right
color.
place right there, I think. Yeah.
I've never had you come in here and you tell us where to hang anything.
Never.
Until
I've never.
Today.
That's not me to do that. But I was very protective of this. I knew that it had to be facing
And they hung
you.
it one place. She says, "Nope, that's not a good place.
I've
I
never
can't
done
see.
that.
You need to move it." So they moved them again.
Yeah.
And then they moved it
That's
again.
just a holder, by the way.
But those were there.
Yeah,
and
but
she
these
says, nope,
two-
she moved them.
Right.
So.
But anyway, we're going to have a good show
You
for
didn't mind,
guys.
right?
Yes, we did, but it's
Not
too
at
late.
all.
We're gonna have a good show today because there's so many different aspects to today's show. And we got a lot of mobility. We got painters. Johnny's inviting, saying, "Hey, Freddie, you got to put him on Tuesday night to do a show."
I think we got to put Johnny on every week. Is what we got to do.
We're gonna have to figure that out because Johnny's numbers just blew off the charts. And Johnny brings in Grammy Award winners, producers, and everything else, and he wants him to play the hour afterwards. So we need to chit chat a little bit to get you on the air because he could be Leonardo da Vinci and nobody sees the painting. So people got to hear you, hear you, and then it takes 7 times to do the same thing before somebody says, huh? Right. Or in Dawn's case, it takes 4 years for saying, Dawn, come and work with me. And she says, huh? 4 years.
You know why? Because you asked, do you want to?
Well, that's another thing. Apparently, because of our scholar over here, you're not allowed to say no. I don't want to. You have to say yes.
Do you want to drive?
No. I got in trouble for that, for all of you that saw that in the morning show.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got more music by Daniel Blair Music coming up. And then Faith Story, Sally's in the house. Spirituality, Reginald, how people find us is remarkable, but yet they all come.
Listen, as long as they come, it's okay.
More to
Doesn't matter
come. You
how they
can
get.
follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, or always give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Being A successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey, Daniel Blair here again, and we've got another song off of my most recent project. I don't like to think a lot about these kinds of things. Gonna take it a little bit slower for this one. The song's called Calvin and Hobbes, based off of the infamous cartoon. Yeah. Oh, Calvin, I don't know how, but you hear me back at the house. We'll wonder for hours where we could be sitting in silence on a cliffside under our tree next to you. Oh, Calvin, look out behind you. It's Susie. What's that about, man? I think she likes you. Truly, I'll be at the house when you get back. So tell me how you do. If good things last forever, would we love them just as much? Or should I miss you way before we're dead? I'm in a state of feeling, being honest, but we're just kids, so how much can be said? But I'll wait for you until I die, and one day never leave your side. I promise you I do. Oh, Hobbs, I don't know how, but you listen. My only job is to feel powerless and left out, and even my parents, they don't seem to understand, at least not like you do. If good things last forever, them just as much? Or should I miss you way before we're dead? But since I'm just a kid, you can't be honest. And when we're older, how much can be said? But I'll wait for you until I die, and one day never leave your side. I promise you I do. Soon I'll be older and farther, I'll have a job, and I'll have a wife, be a father. And if you forgot me, it'll hurt so bad, 'cause I know that I'll miss you. But I'll wait for you until I die, one day never leave your side. I promise you I do. Oh, I promise you I do. Oh, Calvin, soon you'll be older and smarter, and you'll go to college. You can focus, 'cause I promise you won't be forgotten. I'm everything I am because of you. Thank you. This next song is actually a little bit of a throwback. This is off my first ever album. So this is one of the first songs I ever released, one of the first singles. It's called Everybody Knows. It's also my first song to hit over 1 million streams and sales, and helped my debut album reach the amount of streams and sales that it did. So thanks to this song, I guess. Go to sleep 4 a.m., what you doing? Waking up 2 hours later, making do and repeat it all again. The pounding in my head is getting louder every second, getting painful. Drink it down, wash it out with a playful dose to start me out. I know it's not allowed, but sneaking orange and blue from the cabinet, finding everyone and everything attractive, and they will never know. But they don't wanna know, so waste my time, waste my life, waste my money. Wake me up when it rains, make it sunny, 'cause I don't wanna know. But everybody knows, so pick me up, you know where and what to bring me. Drop me back right on my ass so I can sing these streets to sleep tonight. I hope we'll be alright, but I can't find who I am or what I'm doing. It's like the main premiere, but who knows what we're viewing, 'cause a lot is going on. I'm here, but also gone. Two black eyes, I don't know where I got them. Swollen lips, pretty sure that you bought them, so now they wanna know. But you never let me go, so waste my time, waste my life, waste my money. Wake me up when it rains, make it sunny, 'cause I don't wanna know. But everybody knows, so beat me up, let me down, I still want it. Up the price, it's too late, already bought it. My eyes, they start to glow, so everybody knows, so thank you.
have this whole like Jason Mraz kind of vibe. Now I'm like Daniel Blair kind of vibe. Do you like Jason Mraz? You don't know who Jason Mraz
I like
is.
Daniel.
But it's got this whole kind of soulful, meaningful, real life kind of vibe.
You like that?
I do, because you can relate to it. There's hope. It's the journey of life and fatherhood and things I don't like. Like I don't like paying bills. I don't like doing taxes. Like I can think of so many things I don't like to do.
Yeah,
and
like
Dawn's
most
thinking
things.
the same thing, right? Like how many things in life don't we like to do? But
Pay taxes.
right? And, but like we can all relate to this. And you're so chronologically young in this world, but yet soulfully not.
So let me get this right.
That makes
you
sense
hear
to
his
you?
music and you don't want to pay taxes?
Think about all the things you don't like to do, things I don't like to do.
Oh, man. I don't even know how to answer that.
Because I was listening to Dawn, because the titles, and Calvin and Hobbes, I'm sure, like, I got to ask my crew what that means to them, because you're of that same generation. So why Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah, I grew up reading, it's a comic strip series, and I grew up on it. My brothers grew up on it. It was something that really connected me to my brothers growing up. And the song is really about, it's about like the story of Calvin and Hobbes. It's also really about like friendship and losing friends and getting older and growing out of friendships. And I've really been going through that a lot the past couple of years, so it was really easy to fit that theme in to the song and to the album. It really, really connected, and I think listening to the whole album through, it's the first real like slow song break you get in the album. So it's a nice little homage to, like you said, like some of my favorite like folk artists like Jason Mraz, like stuff like that. Really an homage to that.
It's really interesting, because I listened to our crew about your age, and how they've outgrown some friends and how friendships change. And just the conversations that we have, you've put to music on an album. So I'm hoping like Josh and they're all resonating with all of this, because you've taken life and you put music to it. So, right? So it makes it sound a lot better versus just the trials and tribulations that we go through.
True that.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I like one of the biggest inspirations for me, I feel, is like Disney Pixar movies, because like with that soundtrack, that emotion, there's so much you can convey, and an hour and a half, an hour, 40 minutes, like there's so much emotion and so much story that you can tell in that amount of time. Really taking advantage and using as much of your life experience as you can to push through that is really powerful.
Yeah, the other thing I love is, I'm such a mom, like so old, it's clean music.
For the
it's
most
not
part.
Cursing, you're not things like I have to go echo next.
There's some of
which
that.
happens.
There's a little bit of
There's some
cursing.
of that.
I try to keep it to a necessary usage. I don't like unnecessary cursing. I tend to unnecessarily curse sometimes, but in art, I think trying to find a good place for it it's hard sometimes.
But it's incredible. Does Dad have a mic? Dad has.
Dad
do.
does have a
I
mic.
do.
Yeah.
I have to ask
They gave him
Dad.
one.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're loving your drum. I don't know a cajona, right?
Cajon, yeah.
Cajon. See, I'm going to remember what that is. How you're getting different music from things that not a
Yeah.
huge drum set, and you've got the bells attached to your shoe.
There is a tambourine on my
tambourine.
shoe.
Oh my God.
How you've minimized the setup to do a show.
if it were up to me, I probably would have had a smaller version of the drum kit here. But Daniel talked me out of it.
He was asking me all up until yesterday. He was like, "Can we please bring the drum set?" I was like, I don't know if we'll.
But that sounds amazing.
That sounds great.
Absolutely amazing.
It sounds amazing.
He's great, though.
This does, yeah.
And
yeah.
you have a little guitar as well?
It's
Or is
sort of
that-
a hybrid guitar ukulele.
Neither do him justice at how good he actually is at either instrument.
I swear to God, if you pull
it's
a trumpet out, I'm out of here.
It's going to be about this big.
Well, I want to find a trumpet player.
But-
actually.
I'm not a horn player at all, so
But you've
you can
minimized
stay.
everything, and the sound is so incredible. And you've just, it makes me think when we go on remote, how we change our set and we change our pack to go with us on the road, but yet the sound and what you're able to do
Yeah, the whole
is so
idea
powerful.
is just to accompany Daniel without overpowering my thing, and just sort of blend in to what he's doing. Because what he's doing is what is the most important piece of the music. So.
And music has been your whole career?
No, not at all. I have a much different career in healthcare, but you know, I aspired at one time very early on to be a musician, but you know, I had the wherewithal to realize that it probably wasn't going to be something I could support a family with, so I went back to school and got a degree.
I haven't come to that realization yet. So.
But you know, but fast forward many years, Daniel's here, and he's taken it, you know, many steps further than I ever did, and his mom and I are just here to support him every step of the way. So
isn't it amazing how, as a parent, like your journey may not have worked out the way you had anticipated, but yet maybe it does in the long run.
Well, he's taken me on
Daniel's
the road
doing
to
it.
be his drummer. So
you planned all this. That's what you tell
I
everybody.
think God planned all this.
That's how you say, I planned all this. How do you like my masterpiece?
Yeah. 5 decades later, it finally came to fruition. So who knew?
But it works.
Yeah.
It works.
So, Daniel, does your dad accompany you, inspire you? Has his love of music inspired your journey?
Oh, definitely, 100%. I think that's the reason I do music is because of both of my parents. I think the reason I picked up instruments was because of my dad. First thing I started doing was playing the drums, I think before I could like talk, and then piano and guitar and all of that. And my mom's love for musical theater also really pushed me to really dive into as much storytelling as possible and how powerful all that is. Mm-hmm.
But you're talented. There are people that want to, that are unable to play one, let alone, I started on the drums and I went to the piano. It's like Grace playing 7 instruments. You've been gifted by God and your parents to be able to do this and take this to the next level. And
definitely.
Wow, we all get to enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel extremely blessed above everything else.
Well, the other thing is that Mom is in studio for the first time. And you know, you can always tell a lot about what's happening with a male from Mom, because you can always feel the vibe. You know, I mean, I don't have Mom anymore. She died in 2016, but I can always feel that when your mother comes, I can feel that vibe, and you can see it on her, on how proud she is about her son and everything else. You got to tell me, how does it make you feel when you see him doing his thing?
It's hard for me not to cry sometimes, honestly, because I try to be objective. I really know he's very good, so it's very easy to support him. I don't know anybody who works harder also. Any free moment he has, it's with music. And his father was actually like that when we first got together. And no, he didn't give it up because of kids and all that. That's not true. Daniel has support in a way, and I'm not dissing anybody here, but that Eric didn't have. He's got a whole community, not just us. He's got a whole community behind him. And he's also very gifted, as you said. Like
very gifted.
And he's only going to go in one direction. With all that support and all that talent and him doing his thing, it's important that he keeps feeding himself, and he has his marketer here, his right-hand lady on his side as well. And it's important that you keep that dream alive, you know. And the dream sometimes is going to be those deep holes. And Dad could tell you about this because Dad had to go do something else, support his family and whatever. But you know, you got to keep it going. Even when it gets windy and the snow comes, you got to keep it going, which is what I feel it's going to happen. So that's why I know he's going to be successful. Yeah. Because my God, you have the core. You may have the village, but you have the core, which is really good to see.
Thank you. That's very true. Very, very true.
Do you have a favorite song on this album?
Oh man, I go back and forth a lot. The one we're about to play, I don't know if it's my absolute favorite, but I really love it. It's a really good time. It's the song we actually came in the first time to play for you guys to listen to on the radio live. But now we're gonna play it acoustically. So it's called On Sabbatical. It's a little bit.
That song, watch out now.
Yeah,
that song you blew. He sent me that, and I was on the phone. Okay, where'd this come from? Because you had played it before, but my goodness, that recording sounded amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. I wanted to put it on the shows, on the morning show. And then you told me he was coming. I says, okay, so I'll ask him right up front. Now that song, you got to give us a little more in depth because that song blows the charts. That song is a hit. Even Johnny Melnick says this kid has a hit on his hands. And Dad, you must feel the same way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really love that song. I think, again, it's funny because I didn't sit down at all thinking like, oh, I'm gonna write like a catchy song. I wrote down something that was very personal to me and something that I was going through at the time, and it just happened to turn into this song that I really, really loved. And I was actually really nervous to show it to people at first because it's very different in terms of the route pop music is going right now. And I showed it to people, and it was just so not the reaction I was expecting. I was expecting like, oh, this is. Sometimes I show people some songs, and they're like, oh, this is a little weird. It grows on me. But that one, people looked at me right away, and they were like, this is something for sure. And as soon as that started to happen, I was like, okay, this song is definitely something that people will A, relate to, and B, can definitely just have a really good time too.
Are you doing any gigs in the area?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any gigs or anything that people can go out and hear you around?
Yeah, definitely. We're actually going to be going on the road in a week. We're going to be going up to New York City to do our album release show on March 2nd. So if anyone happens to be in the area, and our second show is even farther away from that, Columbus, Ohio, on March 7th. We're going to be playing. I'm super excited for both venues. My dad's going to be playing drums with me, coming with me on the road. I have my best friend Vincenzo coming to play keys. It's going to be a really good time. I can't wait.
Does Mom ever sing with you?
Sings along.
So, wait, just to finish that thought.
Yeah.
Mention locally. Mention the shows in Miami when we come back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On March 30th, this is tentative, but March 30th we may have a show in Miami at the Sandbox Theater. That is tentative. However, yeah, if that happens to pan out, I will definitely reach out to you guys and let you know.
Where is that in Miami?
That is a really good question.
Okay.
That's a really good question. I'm not.
It's very big.
Not sure.
Don't you know where that is?
We need some mystery.
I'm going to look it up is what I'm going to do.
That's in Miami.
All right, we got one more to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
And this is your favorite.
This is the
so
one.
Far?
This is the one I heard that I said, "Oh my goodness gracious, that song! This is a movement."
What about it that you like so much?
Well, wait till you hear it. I think it will self-explain itself.
I'm still trying to remember how we met Daniel. Someone recommended him to us. I just don't remember how to do it.
It was my mom.
It was your mom. Oh, that's right. Your mom knew us back in the day. Now we got to bring your mom in. Yeah. All right. Here you go. More to come.
All right. This song is called On Sabbatical. It's out everywhere now. It's not. Yeah. Sorry. This song is called On Sabbatical off of my latest album, I Don't Like to Think a Lot About These Kinds of Things, by me, Daniel Blair.
Miserably, counting down the minutes impatiently. How did I go on to this aimlessly? And it feels like I'm stuck for a while. History keeps me up and going with misery. Let me go and live out like Desiree, but I'm losing desire tonight. You could open up a bottle to go drown yourself in. I think I'm just gonna hang back out on fear with your friends. Gotta get up by 11 if society ends. Or with my luck I'll just be waiting days until I'm free again. I get myself ready and I step outside, and there's a whole new world I have yet to try. I know that I don't have $2, but I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. Well, then I get all pretty and I cannot lie. I gotta go back down and I don't know why. So I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical, on sabbatical. in adrenaline. Sit and takes it all in with ketamine, and I play with my mind for a while. Desperately calling out the office, can rest a week. The ringing starts sounding like death to me, and I'll answer it as someone you like. Then you'll see me at the diner drinking coffee and rum, whipping out a cigarette like it's still 1991, and I'm spinning like a record going fast as a gun. Putting on a smiley smile and I'm getting good vibrations on. I get myself ready and I step outside. There's a whole new world I have yet to try. I know that I don't have $2, but I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. Well, then I get all pretty and I cannot lie. I gotta go back down and I don't know why. So I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. On sabbatical, no. And you think I'd start to get it when I turn 21, but I'll never see the difference. It's subtly fun when you're faced with a mirror. You can be anyone. Oh, leave me be and let me see when I can be done. 'Cause I get myself ready and step outside. There's a whole new world I have yet to try. I know that I don't have $2, but I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. Well, then I get all pretty and I cannot lie. I gotta go back down and I don't know why. So I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. On sabbatical, no, no, no. I get all pretty and I cannot lie. I gotta go back down and I don't know why. So I'm gonna live life like I'm on sabbatical. Thank you.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
South Florida, are you ready? Backed by popular demand, the True Oldies channel presents the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert, Tavares. The Tramps featuring Earl Young. Evelyn Champagne King. The legendary Blue Notes. George McRae, the Cover Girls, the Sugar Hill Gang. Hosted by Denny Terrio. Saturday, March 23rd at Meisner Park Amphitheater in Boca Raton. It's the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Brought to you by 1-800-ALARM-ME, The Robes Law Group, North Star Memorial Gardens, and LifeGate Acupuncture.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I love taping in the morning. It's like the movie, remember?
It's funny,
I love napalm in the morning. It smells like victory.
You've changed since I've known you. They all told you. Helen told you yesterday. Things have changed. You have to adapt to change. You never, in all the years I knew you, wanted to tape a show. But now you see.
I got to because the
there's a lot of moving parts
musicians have
things
a
are
lot.
changing. Yep.
Now I got to tell you another idea, and we're going to go over to
Sally.
We have a camera on Sally. And I wanted to tell you that the deal with this gentleman, this sings Spanish, we're going to go March 1st down. It's a Friday. We're going down to Miami, March 1st. March 1st, we're going down to Miami. We're going to do a show from our Miami studios. And I'm going to take this guy with me and his band and play some Latino music down there.
Next Friday we're going down there. Yeah.
What was that?
Some Latino music. I think it's 2 weeks, no?
No, it's a week from Friday.
The 1st of March?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
100%. Everyone says February is a short month. It's only short by a couple days, but yet it feels like it's a week shorter, but no, it's not.
So next Friday we're going down there.
Yes.
So next Friday we're going down, we call it Don Pablo Studios because he's the coffee grower. It is his place. And we're going down there. And we're going to do a Latin beat type of deal because it's North Miami. And this guy, we got to get this guy in studio because now we're going down there. And we're going to do what they call a parranda. You know what a parranda is?
No.
You know, you guys go Christmas caroling in December and stuff? Well, Latinos do that every Friday night. And then we don't stop till Sunday. So we're going to... No, he doesn't know because he was talking to you.
Well, he's coming hopefully into the studio Monday, maybe.
Not Monday, Friday.
Josh, can you put a camera on Sally, please? Thank you.
Not Monday, Friday.
You can tell him about Friday.
I didn't get a chance. There was too many moving parts in it.
I know. But I think he'll show up.
But I like this because South Florida Oldies goes from the Keys now up to Fort Pierce.
Wow.
So it covers the Latin beat in Miami. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tell you, if you are in Miami, you don't have to come here. We're going to go down there. We're going to meet you halfway.
We've had a lot of things happen. I'm really glad because February is always a month that gets busy. And I was waiting for February to get busy, and by the grace of God, we've gotten busy. So I couldn't handle another summer month here in January.
Are you going to announce the recording we're having with the anchor, or no?
No.
You're going to wait?
No. But if you are looking to record sound or music
you
or a
weren't
show
doing
or
it.
podcast, I'm not saying who it is.
Yeah, but I
you can use our
can't. I
studio.
can't keep my mouth shut.
I know. Ever see the movie with Kristen Wiig, and it's in that movie, it's an SNL skit, and it's Christmas, and she wants to tell all the kids and give the presents, and the presents she can't sit on her hands. She ends up like eating the Christmas gifts and throwing me out the window because she can't keep her mouth shut. That's like you.
That's funny.
I got to put something in my mouth?
Like a sock. She's like, and they're all like, no, don't say it, and that's kind of like you.
I won't say nothing.
But a lot of good stuff is happening.
Jelly will be in studio on Friday.
He'll be here on Friday also.
And big announcement, March 10th. Did you hear this? March 10th. We are emceeing at the Kravis Center.
What?
The Gypsy Kings.
Cool.
The original Gypsy King, or whatever the original means. They're going to be playing, and some other people are going to be there. Who else is going to be there?
I don't know who's going to be there, but he played with David Foster, I believe, last week or 2 weeks ago when he was here.
He has an opening act with somebody. But anyway, he says, yes, Freddie, you have to do the MC, because I'm afraid of you. He's afraid of me.
What does he do? Is he a singer?
Gypsy Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously?
Cool.
Absolutely. Georgie Liccato. Oh, Lennis Sabatino is going to be opening for him.
That's who it is, yes.
How did I remember the name? I know.
I don't know. But we're gonna. And he said he's gonna allow us to MC that gig there. That's a bucket for me. I can never dream in a million years that we're gonna do that. And the crew's gonna be filming it and sending it out on pay-per-view and everything else. We got to get him in studio to set this up.
And tomorrow we're going to be playing pickleball. So we go from the pickleball courts to Kravis Center is all I can say. You just got to keep going. Where are you going?
I'm going to make sure to film that, stream it live for you guys.
Thank you. You're going to be there for us. And Sally brought in some new artwork. So Sally, thank you for that also. You're welcome. So yeah, explain to us what happened today with Reginald.
I really don't know. It happened so fast. He did walk into the studio, and suddenly I find myself talking to him because he was interested.
Did he follow you in here?
No, I've never seen him in my life. I didn't see him out
You don't
there.
even know this guy? I thought you and him were friends.
Never met him in my life, but that's happened a few times to me here. It happened with Russ, exactly the same. He had the same exact, with me, the chatter and everything that we did, the same reaction that Russ had with me.
And nobody knew this guy, huh? This guy is like
No,
the phantom.
I thought he knew
Phantom of the
everybody
opera.
here.
So did I, but
No,
no,
he wouldn't sit anywhere. But if he was going to sit here, he would only sit here.
That's the other thing. I try to move his chair to
No.
sit over here,
No.
away from the doorway. And he says, "Oh no, I'm sitting here. Mine was what's
I think it's a past life thing. It's a past
Aldo
life.
sent him, yeah.
Yeah, it's a past life when Aldo sent him, because he's similar to Russ with the reaction that he had towards me. You know, we were talking the same way.
I got to
I'd like
tell
him
you,
to meet Russ.
you know what I felt.
What
was
did you
not,
feel?
It wasn't Aldo. What I felt was Lynn
Lynn. Oh,
when he walked
yeah,
in here. That's the first thing I felt. But we'll see.
but you know
Hopefully-
what? They're together because Lynn has met Aldo now, and I feel that. It's when I'm here in the cafe, they sit and they listen.
I don't know. When
Anybody
people tell
listening
me
thinks I'm nuts.
The spirit of
probably.
our parking lot brings them in. If only people knew what our parking lot looked like, they would be, what? They would think I was crazy. But that's what they tell me.
They think that
I don't know
anyway.
how I ended up here.
They
It
think-
was the spirit of the parking
They-
lot.
they think
See,
that-
parking lots are powerful. I've told you that before.
No, they're not.
But then I had that message, a dream, that there was a lot of artwork. I mean, you can't put it on the building, but maybe stand it outside. I saw this whole studio with what we have here was outside there. It was
Really?
bringing more people in.
So we should do like an outdoor art fair.
Yes.
We
yes.
talked about that 8 years
But
ago.
in the parking lot here, if you're allowed
You,
to.
Amazon, all these people telling me about all these streams. I couldn't sleep last night
I
with all
told
the
you.
bombardment of all the news that I'm getting about this stuff.
Well, maybe I was talking to you last night when I was sleeping and giving you messages.
You were talking to me while you were sleeping.
Well, yeah, in your dream.
She's channeling to you when you're sleeping.
I have no idea what I'm
You wanna
talking
help me?
about.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
I'm
talking
staying out of it.
I love the new
Very
artwork
wise.
though, too, Sally.
Very what?
Your new artwork
Thank you, yes.
is spectacular.
This is very strange because I've been painting on for about 17 years, and I never, other than the big one that I brought in.
Don't you paint on clothing as well? Don't
Yes,
you put,
yes,
you
I
do, right? You're
But
the
I've
one
got to
that does
start
that.
doing that again.
You should put that on a shirt.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Or a raincoat.
But I have a lot that's good for a raincoat.
Yeah,
Cool. Or
But
like
They, they
galoshes.
make,
big one
they
like
make
that.
fun of me because they said that I remind
agree.
her a guy who runs around with a raincoat.
No, how cool would that be on like galoshes? So it's almost like you stepped in paint and
Right.
it ran, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
No,
It's
I
printed
love
on
it.
the galoshes.
I love the one on the right-hand side.
at
It looks
that.
like the sun shining
You
through.
do know that we do galoshes now. We make shoes and galoshes.
We could get rain boots, I mean, so it looks like paint's like a paint splatter,
love
but it's like running.
The
with
whole
water.
setup.
How
the
fun would that
hat,
be, yeah?
everything looked like
Like a
that.
bucket hat, a
Let's do
raincoat.
that.
Look at it,
Look how
look, yes.
beautiful that is.
Let's do that. Would you wear that, Dawn? Would you wear?
That's not my style, but I so get it. No, I do. I think it's
Bless you.
awesome. It would be beautiful.
I think kids would love that. Like to put it for children.
The black and white one that actually I've had on clothing, and I've seen it a lot on TV. Like on the Today program, two of the ladies on there were wearing something
You're
very
going to bring some more
similar.
of your artwork in.
Record it.
No, you're going to bring some more in.
Yes, no, of course.
She's going to
yes.
make a
Well, I'm
bigger
going to do a very
canvas,
big
right?
one like that too. I have several different styles because the one underneath is mine, and it's nothing like the ones on the top.
I know, those are the wands, the star.
Yeah.
It's nice the way you guys set this up because it highlights the one on top when you do that. The other thing is that we put up Alicia? No. The artist.
Athena.
Athena.
Athena's piece, and we changed the lobby a little bit, which looks a little bit
A lot
cleaner.
of green. Right? A lot of greens makes you wonder, like, what is the power of green?
Money.
Teal.
Hey.
Money. Oh, there you go. I like that answer.
Cows eating grass. And remember, everything that you see in the studio is for sale for the artists to make a living. So help us out with that as you like. Did you see Daniel's mother was all over your angel painting?
Oh, really?
All over it.
Really? What'd she say?
She says that painting has angels in it. I says, really? I says, it's for sale. She says to me, I don't even want to ask how much that was. I said, talk to Dawn. She'll make you a deal.
Oh, nice job, you guys. That looks nice. You did a whole shot of panned around the room. And Mateo's actually working on a sizzle reel to include everything in the studio. Almost like
nice.
when we walk in amazement of this space that we live in, this gift that we have. I call it our home, but I know.
You know, it's funny. It came to me yesterday. Like, remember I keep telling you that I want to put a singer or a violinist or somebody on the hospital rooftop. So it came to me, instead of doing that, because you got to get permission, apparently you got to get permitting. You know, I'm putting a person to play a song on top of a roof,
yeah.
and you got to get 100. So forget about it. We could do it on this roof.
It would still need insurance and permission.
No, I don't. I do it and beg for forgiveness later.
Right, exactly.
Or we put them outside on the ground, we put an art show around it and do something like that.
Can you imagine you up there playing?
No,
you would
I
stop
can't
traffic.
imagine me up there.
You would stop traffic. Well, we
I
gotta
still
get up.
see the piano, but I think maybe it's a balcony that you're going to put up there. I don't know how.
Oh, you're back
do
to the
that.
piano, please. She's already mad at me because I told her I wanted to build a stage. I'm talking about outside the building, playing it with speakers on the outside.
We'll see.
What happens when it rains?
People
You get wet.
They have outdoor. They have outdoor speakers.
Baxton, did you finish that song? Did you send it over? All right.
Oh, Cece's? Oh, we're going to play that, yeah.
All right, so why don't we take a commercial break, play that new song, and then when we come back, we're going to introduce some faith stories. Talk to Dawn, her guest, Michelle. We've got some more music.
I got a million questions for Michelle because she's from New York. She says I have an accent. You should hear hers.
Do you?
Her name's Ann.
Ann, sorry.
But you can call her Michelle.
Why are we calling her Michelle then? Her name's Ann.
Because
Am
I
I
follow you.
I think I listened
You're
to
the
you.
name person.
Her name's Ann.
What's the
Why
matter
don't
with
call
you?
her Michelle?
Who the hell's Michelle?
Your ex-wife, I
She's
guess.
over there. She's over there.
Sorry, we're going to have Ann on Faith Stories. And I'm listening to you thinking, really?
You know, foot in mouth. And you get away with it because you're a female. I don't because I followed her.
I followed you.
So I'm thinking, oh, do you have another guest? I wasn't clear on that.
Her name's Ann.
She's under the table.
More to come.
She came
on
with
the
what's
other
his
side of
face?
this
What's his name?
George.
What was his name?
Reginald.
Oh, no.
George.
I'm just saying that it is a funny.
George and Michelle.
If you ask me and I've been talking to someone for an hour, I don't remember their name.
Reginald.
I do remember it's Reginald.
Isn't that funny?
You know her name?
As in the Queen.
So if you knew her name,
Princess Anne. There
if you
go.
knew that was her name, why didn't you say that?
This is true. I just found it out.
She thought it was Michelle too. No, I'm kidding.
I won't forget your name. Nobody will forget.
Anne. Her name
Middle
is Anne.
name.
Anne,
That's
what's
the
your
way
last
we
name?
deliver it. Now nobody will forget you.
Monaco Pearson.
Anne Monaco Pearson. I feel like she's like a princess in her
Wait a
eyes.
minute.
She
That's
is.
what? What?
Monaco Pearson.
She's from Monaco?
No.
She is now. We got Princess Anne from Monaco joining us.
And that's another thing. I'm not from Queens. You said Queens before. I'm from Brooklyn.
And we got to get her mic. We got a whole lot of things we got to
Oh,
fix
wait a
here.
minute. He was from Long Island.
Frankie.
You're from Brooklyn. Somebody in here was
Frankie.
from Queens, they told me.
Maybe it was Daniel's mom or dad.
Yes.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe her name is Michelle.
I don't. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Baxter, is your name Michelle? No.
More to come. Let's take a quick commercial
Freddie,
break.
you're
Let's
fired.
Get Anne, Mike, Princess Monaco.
Now they're going to blame me. Thanks a lot.
I love that.
Stay
Thanks a
tuned.
lot.
And we'll be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher serviced today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listening to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see the faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Well, we're gonna have a good time. Whoa, tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Whoa, tonight. We're gonna boogie woogie, baby, underneath those colored lights. When you walk into the door, the music starts to soar. I'll take you to the places that you never been before. Oh, we're gonna have a good time. Whoa, tonight. We're gonna boogie woogie, baby, underneath those colored lights. Well, we're gonna have a good time. Whoa, tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Whoa, tonight. We're gonna boogie woogie, baby, underneath those colored lights. When your hips start to shaking, my knees start to quaking. All I do is think about the love we will be making. Oh, we're gonna
Okay, so I'm Ann Monaco Pearson, and so I'm going to do a song for you today. You know, sometimes we think that God will never accept us, God will never love us because we've done too much wrong in our lives, and we've been down that dark road, so we're just going to turn away from God because, he's not gonna want us. So I'm going to sing this song for you. It's called Please Forgive Me. And it's just about, you know, wanting so much for God to reach you. And you wonder, will he forgive me of all the things that I've done in my life? And I've got this nagging cough here. So I got to say, if you hear me choking, please forgive me because it's still there. It seems like everybody has it. It won't go away. But let's give it a shot here. I've got a secret tucked way down inside of me. I thought I was doing fine, and then you came along, knocking on my door. Just to reach me, you had to teach me, oh, I can't run from you. Must I surrender all to you? Please forgive me. I'm not the same way I used to be. Please forgive me. Wipe my slate clean, oh, heal me. Oh, Lord, I believed all the lies and thought that you abandoned me. There was just no hope, and so I carried on, wearing a mask that covered me. Then you brought me to the light you promised me. No shame, oh, I can't run from you. Now I surrender all to you. Please forgive me. I'm not the same way I used to be. Please forgive me. Wipe my slate clean, oh, heal me. Oh, Lord, heal me. Now I know how much you love me, and every life that you create is precious and holy. Forgive me, I'm not the same way I used to be. Please forgive me. Wipe my slate clean, oh, heal me. Oh, Lord, I'm crying to you. Please forgive me. Oh, Lord, I'm asking you to please forgive me. Oh, Lord, I'm crying to you. Please forgive me. Oh, Lord, I'm asking you to please forgive me. Oh, Lord.
This is Dawn DeMarco Book, host of Faith Stories. And I just want to say thank you to Dawn and Freddie for letting me be a part of their show. And I also want to thank my sponsors, which are Broughton Garage Door and Tavilla Properties. So check them out. They're on the web. You can totally check them out. Broughton, Broten, and Tavilla Properties. And my guest is Anne Monaco Pearson. Girl, I got the chills and I teared up because your song is so powerful, and you wrote this song.
Yes, I did.
Now, okay, so I'm going to go back because you shared with me a couple weeks ago about your journey and how you were a professional singer. So I'm going to just throw it to you, and then I'll interject. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
So early life.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's
just
try to condense
career.
it.
Talk about your singing career and what happened to you, the decisions that you made and brought you here today.
Right. So I desperately wanted to make it. That was just, I was ferociously, like working really hard to do that. So, and I wrote my own music, but it seemed like, and that was, in the 90s, I guess.
Right.
So it seemed like every time I got a contract, every road that I went down, it ended in a sleazy offer. So there was a contract, but
there's always that catch, right?
Just to really, bring it home here, I was sitting at CBS Records with an executive that said to me, well, we really like what you have. Your music's great. You sing great. You
look great.
You look great. You
we have
dance
some
moves.
Pictures of her from then, which I would love to share on the screen as well.
In
Okay,
those,
go ahead, girl.
young days, those beautiful young days. What happened? Where'd it go?
I think we're still gorgeous, girl.
My Italian grandmother used to say, "La vecchiaia è brutta."
I didn't know you were Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian. From Brooklyn.
Hello. I'm Italian too.
Yeah.
I
You know
lived
what
in
that
Brooklyn,
means?
but I'm not from.
You know what that means, though? La vecchiaia come brutta.
No, I only know swear words in Italian.
It's terrible to say, but my grandmother, she said, "Old age, it's so ugly."
Not nowadays. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Right, well, she was an old grandma from Italy, so
God bless her.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so I was sitting at CBS Records, and so he said, "Oh, you got all these things. You sing, you love your songs, and all this. But there's a few girls out there that have what you have, but they're willing to do more. What are you willing to do?"
Did you know what he meant when he said, "Are you willing to do
Absolutely,
more?"
because
dirty old man.
It wasn't the first time, so I was like, "Oh my God, not again!" So here we go again. So obviously, I didn't go that route.
Right.
I'm here now, so God saved me, I say. So that was pretty much my experience.
Right. Right. So let me ask you: Were you raised in a Christian household, or were you raised Catholic and then you went to Christianity? How
I
did
was
that-
the good Catholic Italian girl from Brooklyn.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
So I just couldn't. I really loved writing music. I loved the whole process, recording, singing on stage, and I just couldn't imagine, like, how could it be so sleazy to do what you love to do, but you have to do that, the casting couch, you heard of that,
Right, that dark underbelly in the
it was
industry
very
that-
dark.
Right, with acting and music and, and even if you look at, and I'm not saying across the board, but even business, because I know when I was younger, I would always get hit on by men, and I was like, really? I'm being kind. I'm not flirting with you, so get over it, right?
Gosh, please, not. That was like my mantra. Not again, please, not again, not you too. And these people would introduce me to their family, their kids. They're like, and I thought, okay, I'm safe, good.
Right.
This is going to
But
be
no.
good.
No.
So
that song that you just sang, can you tell me where that came from? How that precipitated your song?
I thought, okay, I can't do this anymore. And this was, 10 years of really pounding the pavement. And I said, that's it. I'm going to get married and have a bunch of kids.
Okay.
And I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm just I want 6 kids. So I did.
Six?
I want 6.
Holy moly, that's a
So
lot
then
of
I got
kids.
married, and I married someone that couldn't have kids. So
Wow. Wow.
Really? So I remember when the doctors, told us, and then, so me being that strong
Italian.
crazy woman. So we tried this procedure, ICSI it's called, like IVF, but a step above.
Okay.
So where they inject the sperm in the egg, it's quite technical and crazy. But anyway, I didn't get pregnant. We tried 4 times. And then on the last time, the doctors, and we were going to Belgium to do this because that's where they invented this thing.
Yeah, you had mentioned that, yeah.
Anyway, the doctor said, I'm sorry, you can't go because you have, they were monitoring me here, and then I had to go there to do more drugs, more injections.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. It's like, this is not my problem. It's your problem. Why do I have to do this, you know?
You're the one who wants to get pregnant.
Like, I got to take all these drugs and stuff. Anyway, the doctor said, well, you can't go to Belgium because you have a cyst on your ovary, or it could be your corpus luteum, and you're pregnant.
Oh. I
go, how could I be pregnant? I just got 30 days of Lupron, which shuts down your system.
Right.
And I'm not ovulating, and so how could that happen? And he just, one of those, you know. So my son was born.
That was God.
That was God.
That was God. Hello.
And then, as if that wasn't enough, I got pregnant the second time. And, you know, I was like over 40 at that time. So
wow.
Not only did he not have swimmers,
strong swimmers. That's what we want.
I was older, so
Yeah.
you know, so anyway. But Matthew came quite naturally, so I had 2 boys, and that, you know, we did go to church, we prayed, and we had the deacons at Calvary Chapel pray for us, and
right.
Our pastor prayed for us
Yeah.
at the time,
Pastor Jerry,
Bob.
Oh,
His
Pastor
name was
Bob. Okay.
His name was Bob.
Bob.
Anyway,
That's another
whole
nother
other interview. Yeah. So
sorry.
So, and you know, so we did go to church. Were we living the life? Were we really saved and really
Had that relationship with him?
Had that relationship.
I think it's a process, though. It's not like you all of a sudden just become, you know, a Christian. You have to walk that journey, and God
and be desirous of
right.
Word, and be willing to So anyway, we got divorced. So obviously we weren't doing what God told us to do. So
yeah, but you got your babies.
I got my baby. You would think that would have brought me to my knees and said, "Oh God, okay, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to read your word. I'm going to obey what you say." And
that's not how it works, though. At least for me, I think it takes a lot to bring you to your knees, and then you're like, okay, well, let me just try it a little. You dab a little bit in your faith, and then all of a sudden you start really just giving him more time, and the more time you give, the more you grow.
We didn't do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got it. You know, everyone has a plan, right? So,
but God has the plan.
Well, everyone has God's plan, your own plan that God gave you, right?
Right.
So I can't, you know, I don't know, because of course when I got divorced, it wasn't pretty, and he left, and it wasn't pretty, how he left. So, that brought me to my knees.
Yeah.
You would think kids, not having the kid, you know, you would think trying for children would have really brought me to my knees.
Right.
This brought me to my knees so, like I could see the difference. You know, I knew, it's like, okay, this is, because I had 2 kids, I had to support them. It was just a really difficult situation.
Yeah.
So that brought me to my knees. And then I just started my journey, you know, to discover more and more and more. I had to go through that whole forgiveness journey.
You have to forgive.
I
You
didn't
can't hold on.
understand what that was at first.
Forgiveness, if you don't forgive, you're holding on to that, and it gets into your soul, and you're not doing yourself any favors. Once you forgive, you release that person, and now God can really work in you, right?
Oh, I knew one thing. I did not want to be bitter, like, because I knew I would like infect my kids, and I didn't want to do that. So
Girl,
it took a while.
I'm so glad you said that, because I remember when I was single, and I remember this friend of mine set me up with this guy, and he sat there and he talked about his ex-wife, and he was trashing her upon trashing her, and I looked at him, I said, I hope you don't say that to your kids. You may have your issues with your wife, but you shouldn't be doing that with your children. And I'm thinking, I'm going to kill my girlfriend. But anyway, I digress.
Where were we?
No, you were just explaining how you were broken in that space when your husband.
Yeah, so
left.
this really did it to me, and I didn't want to be bitter, is what I.
Yeah.
So I mean, it took a while. Of course, you go through so many emotions.
Yeah.
Of course, the anger was there and all that,
Yeah.
but boy, did I go on a journey. And how do I describe that journey? It's like if God says if you love me, you know me, you will obey me, and you must know me.
You hear
you
his
have to know his
voice.
word.
Mm-hmm.
There was a transformation. I can't explain that to anybody. I can just encourage, just get in the word. And it's still a process. I mean, right?
Oh,
We're sanctified
God,
every
yes.
day. It's not
Every
like,
day.
I'm perfect now because I know the word. No.
We're never perfect.
No, God, no. No.
Until we get to heaven.
But there's that longing, because you're in a world where the enemy is
very real.
Very real and very active.
He is very active.
So that to me is like I'm clinging to that,
Yeah.
and praying. And not that the Bible says in this world you will have trouble, right? So it's not like we're not going to have trouble, but
No.
isn't there a peace like that, a knowing?
Yes.
And you
Yes.
can't have that knowing without
the word.
that word.
The
you
word.
know?
The living word.
And I always thought, I go to church, I get the messages, and no, that's
No.
not it, right?
No, well, it's nice, but
It's
it doesn't
nice,
give
but-
you that really strong faith and knowing that no matter what is happening in the world or in your world, that it's going to be okay, because no matter what that is, I mean, the loss of a child, the loss of whatever,
Yeah.
just clinging to him and having him walk you through the journey of life, which I think is so powerful.
Yeah, so and then I started, because I gave up music for a while when my
I
kids were
can't
born.
imagine, girl, why you did. If I had a voice like yours, I would be singing everywhere.
Yeah.
Sang. Did you continue to sing and create music, or have you come back to it?
Well, because the career it always turned to that sleaziness. I can't tell you, there's so many contracts that came with that, and then I said, I can't do this anymore. Like I put so much heart into it. And then when I got married, I thought, okay, and I gave it up for a while. Actually, my older son, he was about 2 or 3, and every time he would see me perform, because I still performed a little bit, just because I wanted to sing, but he would cry, cry.
Yeah, but you're got such a
He would
beautiful
cry.
voice.
So, but I did. I gave it up when I was raising the kids, and then the divorce brought me back. Me back because I would sit at the piano. Oh my God, I would sit there like into the night, and sometimes I would just get up and go and play and write music.
Wow.
And that was my comfort.
So are you singing again? Are you back?
I'm in the church singing, but I tell you, I got this feeling, but I keep putting it down because I just have this. I did an album, and the album was my journey, and precipitated by my divorce and stuff. So I feel like I want to do something with it, but then I just remember like how it was, like, oh God, I can't do. If you want to do something, do it, because I can't.
Yeah.
I can't go back there,
Well, and
I do it in church.
Well, and I also think that because I know how Freddie and Dawn are, and I know Freddie is big on music, and I was so blown away when you sent me the recording. And then to hear you live, oh my gosh, you have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And he's always looking for artists who write their own music. And you never know what God is doing.
No.
You just step out in faith, right?
Yeah, and do what I love. Now I love to do it, and you're going to have Linda on next week. She's a trip.
Linda Cucci is my guest next
She's
week, and
gonna
that's
be-
how I
yeah.
met Anne, was through Linda.
But she was my mentor, and she helped me tremendously. But she had written this book, which I'm sure you'll hear about, Hands of Love, and I wrote a song for that.
Okay.
But it was so God how it happened. Like she was mentoring me, and I walked in one day and I go, I read your book and I wrote it. I got my guitar and I said, let me play it for you. And she's like, and she's crying, crazy crying. I'm like, what the heck?
Crazy
crying. Yeah, like what? So then she's like, you don't understand. It's like God showed me and told me that I was gonna have a song for this book. That was 18 months ago, and I went to the worship team and, asked them, here's the book, you think you can write something? And they didn't have a clue. Nothing happened.
Not everybody's, just because you're a singer doesn't mean you're a songwriter, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is, you have two gifts. You have the gift of voice, you have the gift of songwriting, which I think is so amazing. So how long ago were you divorced, and how many songs have you written since then?
Oh, yeah. Well, what started me off was, so we did The Hands of Love, and that was so great because it gave us, we actually did prison ministry. We went in there, and then I wound up writing a song for every chapter in the book. So as she taught the chapters, I would sing the song for the chapter,
cool.
based on the lyrics were based on the chapter. And so the prison ministry was really a great thing. We did that for a few months, and then we did events, and we did Bible studies, and so I was writing music, and I do this single moms at Boca Calvary, Moms Connect, it's called.
Right.
So I would write music for the single moms. And, of course, I knew what they were feeling.
Ladies, I just need to interrupt. We have a phone call.
Oh.
How do you know that?
It's for Reinvented Life.
Oh, we don't have a phone call.
Forget
it's
that.
For a show.
But I want to
Okay.
I want to ask, the album that when did you do it? 18 months ago?
No, it was actually, it was I finished it, and I put, it was I used some great musicians on it that I had played with in the past, who weren't Christians, and I was really trying and hoping that this would lead them to Christ.
You
but
never
I would
know.
Musicians, but then my father died that year, and I just,
How long ago was that?
I kind of put it away. It was a few years ago.
Okay. Have you written anything since?
Oh yeah, I keep writing. Yeah, but
So you have other tunes, is what I'm asking.
Oh yeah.
You have a very powerful voice.
I know. I had no clue.
It's funny, in my rock and roll days, I used to do a lot of Janis Joplin and Melissa Etheridge, that kind of stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
Can I just ask, Grace, can you show some of those pictures that Ann sent to you? No, we can't. We didn't get them. Oh. Okay.
You didn't get them?
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll try and find the pictures. I know Ann has another song for us. And there's a lot of people who seem to be on the faith, I don't want to say bandwagon, but trying to find faith even as non-denominational faith, just believing in a higher power, a higher spirit, and what that looks like.
Listen, after the news I heard today that Beyonce is #1 in the country charts.
First black woman.
First black woman, country charts, #1. And you know what she said? She gives it all to God. So, there's always faith in everything that we do. It just depends on what angle you want to take to get there. But I'm very intrigued. I think I'd like to hear some of the stuff she got going. Now she got my juices going, because this woman can sing.
Oh, no. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. More to come on the other side with Ann and Dawn DeBook of Faith Stories. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 866-484-5868. That's 866-484-5868. Again, call 866-484-5868. Call now. Addiction is more than just a word. It's the endless cycle of trying to stay clean, using again, and feeling trapped, like there's no way out. At Stillwater Wellness Group, we understand the hardship of addiction and are dedicated to helping you find your way back. Call now to speak with an addiction specialist and learn how we can help you rebuild, rediscover, and renew your life. Find your true self at Stillwater Wellness Group. Call now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
So, can I just preface? Yeah, of course. Okay. I got to talk about these songs. So, these are songs on the album here, but I wanted to talk about this one. It's called A Father Never Leaves. And of course, I wrote the album based on my divorce experience and my journey to Christ. But this one is especially special to me, because it chronicles the life of a little boy that had to go through divorce as well. And the thing with divorce is that we never know what the consequences are. We think we know. They'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. It's much better this way. But there are consequences that we never see. So anyway, hope you like this one. Yeah, we're going to play the recording. A little boy has lost his way, 'cause mom and dad had to separate. Now he knows the line between love and hate. Mama cries and daddy's gone to another life. Yeah, he moved on. A prideful dad ignored his angry son. Oh, Heavenly Father, you are the God of restoration. You turn the hearts of the fathers back to their sons. We pray for peace in our families, oh Heavenly Father. We pray for peace. Soccer games and basketball, school awards and concert halls. Mama cheered her son, had aced it all. The boy became a man too soon, and wedding bells and lullaby tunes. When he held his son, he sang this truth. A father never leaves. You will be like me. Make God your number one. Remember this, my son. A father never leaves. He never leaves. Oh, Heavenly Father, you are the God of restoration. You turn the hearts of the fathers back to their sons. We pray for peace in our families, oh Heavenly Father. We pray for peace. Then one day the dad came round and saw the son he forgot about.
and on his knees he cried the words out loud. A father never leaves. Don't you be like me. Make God your number one. Remember this, my son. A father never leaves. No, he never leaves. Oh, Heavenly Father, you are the God of restoration. You turn the hearts of the fathers back to their sons. We pray for peace in our families, oh Heavenly Father. We pray for peace.
You need a Kleenex?
Gosh. I've got the chills. I'm crying.
That's-
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
They're both
I know.
over there going, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, unbelievable. Got everyone crying, including yourself, I think.
I know. I saw you crying. I was like, oh no, not again.
You've got the whole studio crying.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now, why are you not doing more of this?
I know. You need to be
Yeah,
doing
I
this.
guess I
I'm
need to,
sorry.
I
God
suppose.
is just like shining on you.
Yeah.
You
know what? My heart really is for the men that think they can leave their families and it's okay. Because like I hear these pastors speaking and just psychologists speaking, it's like you're leaving your kids.
Right.
So whatever, and I would just, love to have a platform to appeal to all the men out there that think, that it's okay. Like divorce is brutal on the kids.
Right.
And to think they're going to be okay, they carry those wounds with them their whole life. So it's just the consequences are just, so I would just, want to keep saying that not good. The statistics are not good.
But divorce is hard, but you never know if them staying is harder. If that's even a, there are situations where
it's true, yeah.
where the parents shouldn't be together for whatever reason.
But you
emotional,
know what?
verbal, or-
Whatever brought them together, and if there was a lot of passion and love that brought them together, they could fix it. They could work it out. But there's a lot of divorce today that's just like, you know what, this ain't working. It's just, people say, well, we grew apart, But they got kids. You got these kids that grow up with such wounds. And
But that song is even on a higher vibration than not just fathers leaving, but than divorce. Oh, yeah, okay. That song resonates. Otherwise,
In so
you wouldn't
many
have everyone in
different
here
ways.
crying.
Right.
Exactly.
I know.
Well, everybody is in here crying.
That's why
You should see what's going on over
There's-
there. They're dropping phones and everything else in there.
every time G-Man comes in, I don't know.
Sometimes music isn't about teaching a lesson, but it just brings you to light.
To a moment.
And let them decide their own right, wrong, and indifferent. I mean, I've been divorced twice, and I have 2 boys, but this song moves you in a different direction. I watch you, and you're bringing a tear to my eye. I go in there, and everybody's like, what? And I'm like, what is going on? So you got to give people room. And I think that's what you create is space. And you look back, and you say to yourself, maybe I could do things a little bit differently. Maybe I can be a little bit more accountable. Maybe I can, because the word is always there. So, but where the hell there you been hiding?
Have you recorded an album?
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
have a.
Yeah, she has an album, right?
Yeah.
That
Yep.
you wrote
I've got
18
it.
months ago or
Yes,
a couple of years ago. you
Yeah,
said.
and I just didn't do anything with it
Why?
because I guess the enemy was in my head going.
Yeah. And he can do
Nothing's
that. He
gonna
can mess
happen
you
like
up.
it
But
hap-
God's
yeah.
timing is perfect, and that's why you're here.
Why was the song that I've been playing since Monday
Which one?
about the devil?
Oh.
Devil don't make no bargain.
True.
And
No,
I've been
he
playing
doesn't.
it.
Once-
I've been playing it Monday, and she says to me, "Why are you playing this?"
What
You
does,
are.
what does that mean? Right.
Well, what's in her head?
People don't change.
Oh, thank you.
those two together.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a terrible promoter, and that's the thing too. You. Yeah.
I'm not, I have a big mouth, and I know Freddie.
And Dawn.
Whatever the reason was is no longer the reason is, because you got to start. There's so many people that you're touching with your music. I don't know if you understand that.
Yeah.
It's so much bigger. I mean, this moment is huge, and I'm going to lose it. So, I mean, it's huge.
Thank you.
And when Dawn told us she's got a singer coming in because she do one song, I'm like, all right, we'll put her
Well,
at the
I
end of the
didn't
show.
know.
Okay. And
I like surprises like this, don't you?
I'm like, wow. I'm thinking we got a few more minutes. Can you give some more? Can you play some more?
I got to go get hankies. I mean.
Okay. Can you sing another song, please?
Can you do another one?
Yeah. I wish I had the. I have got some rockin' tunes on the CD, but without a band and a drummer. I mean, they're.
Oh, next time you come, you'll bring your band and your
we're
drummer.
coming back.
We'll bring, or we can play the recording, but we're just
we can
not.
play the
But I
recording.
could do another one. It's hard when you're on your guitar to really belt it, But I'll do another one.
Belt
Yeah,
away,
sure.
girl.
Before you belt away, what about? I have one more question because I'll let you wrap us up and take us out. What about these songs inspires you? Why music? Why not just tell a story, write a book?
What's going on? Give us the what's going on?
I think it's God's gift.
I've always done music until
Yeah.
I gave it up because it was just a dark world.
put your mic closer.
I couldn't
Closer, closer.
So we back?
Repeat that.
So no, I've always done music. Was something I wanted desperately. I described it as a constant indigestion. I couldn't get rid of. I just wanted it so badly, but I couldn't. I just wasn't that way morally. I couldn't do what they wanted me to do.
You went from rock to faith-based.
Yeah.
What was the shift?
Well,
Was it the divorce?
It was, that brought me to my knees pretty much. Yeah, I was just, and so I guess the foundation I had, I was Catholic from Brooklyn. And not
name is
Queens,
Ann.
not Queens,
Not Michelle.
not Michelle from Queens.
You're like a giant mystery.
In Freddie's mind. It's a whole conundrum.
Nobody's
in there.
ever gonna forget you now.
Not with that voice, they're not.
We're gonna have a shirt that says "My name's not Michelle."
Right, but don't you think that sometimes
Michelle.
out of adversity comes the greatest gifts? Out of your divorce and out of infertility that wasn't, comes the greatest gifts of whatever talent God has given you.
Yeah, well, they always say, you write your best music when you're miserable. So
Right. When you're
there's
in the
some truth
valley,
to that.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Does inspire you. When you go through something and you come out of it, you feel you want to share that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what you did.
Even look at you in your art. You've changed since what you're going through right now as well.
Yes, and it shows. No matter, we were saying that the other day. I'm an artist. You're a singer. I can't sing, but I can paint. But that comes through with whatever you're doing. Someone
Yeah.
playing the piano, it'll come through. You're amazing.
Oh my
Amazing
gosh,
is
thank
right.
you. Can
Wow.
you record that so I can listen to
We
it every
did,
morning?
actually.
Well,
I'll send it
I'll
back to
send
you.
you. I'll send you the episode. You can listen to it over and over.
That's
Repeat,
great.
repeat. You're amazing. You're amazing.
The funny thing about all this is that normally we have an idea of what we're gonna do on the show,
Right.
and I think that what you're looking at right now, because we never do this. We're sitting like this. We never do this.
No.
In 8 years that I've known you,
I said to him, don't sit there.
we've
We're
never
gonna sit
done
here.
this.
Wow.
But you move people. You understand?
Oh, thank you.
Sometimes what you give is what they receive, not what you think they should get.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at that point in your life right now. You gotta let this thing go. It's time
Let
to
it rip, baby.
It's time to have some
Well,
fun again.
but that's the thing is like you want it, but there's another part to it. You got the talent, but then what do you do? Like I don't need to know what they're doing these days. I was last night. I'll tell you the truth. This is so stupid. Last night, I asked the pastor at my church, "How do you get your songs online? Because I've had this album. I got to do something with it." And he goes, "Go to TuneCore." And I go, "What do I do?
That's
I don't know."
easy.
So I did it, and I have no idea what I did. So I think they're going to approve me, and my music's
Yeah,
out
you
there.
gotta wait 24 hours.
Yeah, so it's out there.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
that's nothing. How would you like
No,
to
but
put
I'm
your
just
music?
saying.
promoted.
I'm just saying that was like a big deal for me.
Well, how would you
It's
like to put
nothing.
it on a real radio station?
Right.
So when you're driving along and you hear your songs,
Yeah.
isn't
but-
that?
right? But I'm just saying that requires some knowledge of.
No, that requires
how to-
Freddie.
No, it just requires you singing. If you sing, we'll put it on.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the
But
same thing I
that's
just
when-
told Daniel. This has been a real weird day. You like planned this today?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All of it. Like
You let us worry about putting it out there. You just keep singing. But sing because you want to sing, not because I want you to sing. And if you look around, everybody is in your corner.
Thank you.
So it's, just belt it out and have a good time. I'm still thinking we're going to go to the Movies of Del Rey. Rochelle called me. She was watching the show. She wants to do a concert up there.
You sure it's Michelle and not Ann?
Rochelle.
And it's Rochelle with an
It's
R.
Rochelle.
So he takes it to another level.
There's gotta be a Michelle coming. That's my ex-wife.
That's the Michelle
oh
he was
man, I
thinking
gotta
of.
get out of here. That's my ex-wife.
Well, let's hear
All
her
right,
sing.
let's have Ann. Ann's going
Let's
to do
go.
one more song for us and take us out. Ann Monaco Pearson, Dawn DeMarco book. And now I've even changed your name. So more to come. I'm going to have Ann take us out. It has been a pleasure. Faith stories, you never know, right? It's all about faith in God. All right.
Yeah, man.
Take us out. But I'm
I'm so glad that's down there.
I had a third one here, and because I wasn't sure. But I'm going to do this one. Now, talk about being broken, and I remember writing this song, and there's a verse that says it's beauty from ashes. You know that verse from Isaiah 61. Yep. So, and He will provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. So that you feel so unworthy sometimes. You go through these trials and you just feel like you're just an ash. You have no worth, no self-worth, and so of course, going through divorce. I mean, doing that single moms ministry and talking to these single moms. It's not a pretty place. It's really difficult to, So I would sing these for this song, Beauty from Ashes, I would sing to the moms, and it was very personal to me, and it seemed to penetrate, for them. Oh Lord, how do you see me? Am I beautiful in your eyes? You took me from the ashes and made me whole again. Now I feel so satisfied. You made beauty from ashes. Now I rejoice in all of it. You made beauty from ashes. A sinner, a quitter, an unforgiver. How can it be? Search me, God, and know my anxious thoughts. Lead me in the way everlasting. You cradle me in promises and melt away my fears. Now my hope is an anchor for my soul. Oh Lord, I lay it down for you. Your love has overcome this brokenness inside of me. You made beauty from ashes. Now I rejoice in all of it. You made beauty from ashes. A sinner,
forgiver. How can it be that you made beauty from ashes? Now I rejoice in all of it. You made beauty from ashes. How can it be? How can it be? Thank you.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.